Hey guys, this is Sanjeet. So in our last tutorial, we talked about how to code our AI. So in this tutorial, we're picking up where we left on. So about the bullet detection for our AI, I kind of made a little mistake, a very small one. Luckily, we can just easily add it in. So right here, so when we want our AI to be able to detect when a bullet's going to hit it, so it knows when to blow up. So what we're just going to add over here is just a small script on top of here. So we're going to say this: if new collision dot game object dot tag, and it equal, so your tag is actually what's inside the Unity game engine itself. When you tag a specific game object, it has a name. So let's see what our bullet's name is. What we tagged our bullet. So our tag for bullet is bullet. So we want to make sure it's copied exactly the way we wrote the tag in our inspector for the prefab. So I'm just going to say bullet and finish it up over here. Let's just double check. Okay. Now why is this giving me an error? I don't get it. Oh, I know. It's my fault. You have to make sure you say equal equal. Okay, now we're good. Alright, I'm satisfied now. So now we just have one more thing to add to our AI script, and this is the finite state machines for our AI. So we're going to give it 3 different type of states. So I'm sure I don't know if some of you people watch materials are computer science majors or want to get into computer science, or if you took a computer science class and they covered about finite state machines about the computers. Basically, we're going to apply the finite state machines to our artificial intelligence in our game. So we're going to give him 3 different types of states. His possible options are he wants to spin, go horizontal or vertical. So he can move either by spinning, move horizontally or vertically. So we're going to add a C# script. So I'm going to call this target mover. Let's open this up. Okay, that's good. So now let's write our comment first. So define possible states. I define the possible states. So now first we're gonna have public enum, and then we're gonna say motion directions, and then put it in a bracket. So our options are we want it to spin, we want it to go horizontal or vertical. Okay. And then now we want to be able to store the states. So this isn't actually going to take too long. So I'm just going to say public motion directions, and then say I'm going to give it a variable called motion state. and then equals motion directions dot horizontal. And then I want to motion parameters. So I'm going to say public float spin speed equals 180.0 f. Then I'm also going to say public float motion magnitude and that equals 0.1 f. Alright, and we don't really need to start, we just need to be able to update whatever states we want to choose for our AI. So now I'm going to call a switch method. I'm going to call a switch, and we're going to put it in motion state. Alright. And then we're also going to call a case. And then I'm going to say motion directions dot spin. Alright. So now we're gonna add a little bit of math for spin, like very basic math. So I'm gonna say game object dot transform dot rotate, and then say vector3 dot up times spin times spin speed times time dot delta time. Alright, now I'm gonna break it right, put a break. So let's say if it goes in this state, then it's gonna do exactly what this math is telling the spin to do. Alright, so now we're gonna add then another case. So case motion directions dot horizontal, and then we're gonna say the same thing, game object dot transform. Only thing, we're gonna use a different math for this, and we're gonna tell it to translate. So we're gonna tell it to translate vector3 dot right times. So we're gonna do a little bit trigonometry here as well. So math f dot cosine, and this is actually pretty basic trigonometry over here. So time dot time since level load, put that in parentheses, times motion magnitude. And then we're just gonna break it right here. And then literally we're gonna just, for vertical, it's almost the same math for vertical, only thing is vector3 is gonna go up. And then yeah, we're just gonna put our final closing bracket. Okay, this actually went out pretty fine. So now let's just see if the script updates. Okay, so now we're just gonna go to prefabs. Go to our script and just okay, so now we have three different types of states. If we choose horizontal, it can go horizontally. Spin, we want to spin or go vertical. We can choose whatever we want. So now we can actually play around with this a little bit. So let me just make sure everything is the way I want it. Okay. So now let's make sure to see all of our scripts work. So in target behavior, oh, that's right. We also want to be able to check to make sure increments score. So score amount for this. So basically all these scripts we have for each enemy AI, if we shoot it, so first it's going to move the way we have the motion states to, and then if we shoot it, we can choose either we want to gain time or a score or both. So we can actually pick as much amount of time we want. So this is only one certain AI. Let's say if I have another certain AI and I add all these three scripts, I can choose to do something completely different with these three scripts, as in when it comes to how much score I'm going to apply, or if I'm going to apply time, or if I want to decrement score in time. That's on me. I'll actually explain that throughout more tutorials. But first, let's pick a time for this. I'll pick 1 for now just because that's simpler. And then let's actually also search up explosion because I want to drag this explosion prefab. So luckily, Unity, the game engine, you don't even need to make the explosion prefab. Unity, the game engine by itself, already has it built in when you imported the standard assets. So let's see which one is the one we want. So this is the one we want, this one. I can just actually drag that to my prefabs. And now just drag and drop it here. So now Unity has that already. So now what I can do is just play the game. Let's just test play the game first. So we still have some more minor things to add, but we'll actually get in the next tutorial. I just want to play test just to see if it's what I want. So look for those games. So it's definitely spinning the way we want it to. So actually one thing I'm going to do is I want to rearrange my spawning a little bit. My spawning points. That's right, it's still a bit too much. Let's reset the positioning first for spawner. Alright, so everything's working the way it should. I just want to rearrange a little bit. I'm just playing around with certain numbers, that's all. Nothing too rocket science about this. Alright, so I don't think we got explosion exactly the way we wanted, so I'll look into that situation, but I mean, the scripts we have is right, so In the next tutorial, we're definitely gonna learn about more of the minor changes that we need to add to our game. So like for example, for play again, when we win the game, how we play again, how we want to play again from scratch. Actually, if we beat the whole level, how we play again from scratch, or how we go to the next level. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. Thank you.